People say I ain't no good, and I'm crazy as a loon. Cause I shave my head in the morning, pick guitar in the afternoon. Just like old Chief and Charlie, I like to lay around in the shade. Well, I ain't got no money, but you better believe I got it made. Cause I ain't asking nobody for nothing if I can't get it on my own. If you don't like the way I'm living, just leave this bald-headed country boy alone.
What's up, folks? Thank y'all for tuning into the Josh Terry Podcast. We're on location today at Cottonfield Grill, Wings and Burgers in Snead, Alabama. See, didn't mess it up.
Good job.
Yeah, be proud of me. I am with some new members of the family. They're sponsors on the show, but I've been hanging out with them a lot lately, and these folks are just awesome. So I want to introduce you to Mr. Ty and Mr. Kevin from Cottonfield. Thank y'all for having me.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you for being here.
Thank y'all for coming to Nashville today, too, by the way.
That was awesome. Enjoyed it.
I'm glad y'all had fun. That was the wilder side of me, but y'all are going to see that day with the moonshine stuff, too.
Was you there?
Probably not.
Okay.
The
That was wild.
Yeah, lights were on, but wasn't nobody home on Wednesday, let me tell you. But at least now, you know what I was thinking the whole time, too? I was like, they're going to see this shit, and they're going to be like, we're not having that at Cottonfield. We don't want no part of this. And then y'all were like, we want to do that at Cottonfield.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a great night.
Well, I appreciate y'all being there. Miss Anna from Pearl Promoting, who was also there with us the other night. I don't know what you're shaking your head for. You're one jack. See, were you getting tongue-tied just because the damn mic's on? You ain't shut the hell up since we got here.
It's a little different, Josh, when I'm sitting talking one-on-one. I tell you all the bullshit I want to tell you.
You're still telling me one-on-one stories. Like nobody, if you do anything real stupid, like this goes for anybody who does the show. If you do anything real stupid, I will cut it out. I don't like to, but I will. You want to introduce this little fella over here?
This is my son, Kyle.
Hey.
Kyle, this is a family show.
Okay.
Don't say any bad words.
I'll try not to.
I'm just playing. I'm going to say a lot of
Lies.
them. You're okay. You're a cool kid. Good luck at your golf tryouts today, by the way.
Thanks.
How old did you say you were?
14.
You trying out for high school?
Yes, sir.
That's cool. Don't say yes, sir. I'm old, but I'm not that old.
Yes.
I'm not dad's age yet. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so tell me about what we got going on today, any of y'all, because it's y'all's event. I'm here. I'm helping host it, I guess, or just being part of it, hanging out. Y'all got moonshiners coming from TV. You got band coming here in a little bit. You got music all day. What are we doing?
We got some local artists that are going to play, and then we got the Alabama Moonshiners coming in at 3 o'clock to do a meet and greet. Last time I heard they are bringing us steel. They're going to kind of set up and do a demo. And then later on that night, we have Bad Hat Harry. They're going to be kicking off about 6 o'clock. So
What are they, like a rock band? I
think
saw their
Southern
picture
rock.
out front. Or is
Southern
that
rock
them
band.
out front?
No. That is the
Yeah.
Velcro Pygmies that'll be here October the 21st. You're going to have to come back for that.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that in a second. But the one today, we're just going to be making moonshine, drinking, hanging out at Cottonfield all day?
Pretty much.
That's
This
cool.
meet and greet. They have won the Master Distillers on the Discovery Channel. It's the Alabama guys that actually went to, I guess, Gatlinburg and was on the show, and they actually won the Master Distiller title. So they wanted to do a meet and greet here at Cottonfield. Something new, something that's not been done in this area.
Have y'all drank any of their stuff?
I haven't drank any. Hopefully we will this afternoon.
I'm
I'm going
scared.
to say the 5th on that.
That's the real reason you're here, is to test the moonshine and to tell us what you
no,
think.
hell it didn't. I'll go ahead and tell you. One of the first times, I didn't drink until I was, I think, 18, almost 19 years old. First time I did, it was Budweiser and moonshine. It's first like heartbreak I ever had, high school heartbreak shit. I was a good boy till I got my heart broke. And I was like, fuck this. Like, it's way easier just to get drunk. Like, it don't hurt as bad. Until I drank that Budweiser, which I still like Budweiser, but that moonshine, and like where we're from, they say it's moonshine, but it's not. Somebody cooked some shit in a crock pot or something like that and put some cinnamon sticks in it and said, here you go.
Out on the crock pot moonshine.
I try to stay away from that. Yeah, there's a lot of people where we're from. They're so they don't know what moonshine is, and I really don't. either, to tell you the truth. I don't know the difference. Why you can't sell just what you, I don't know. I don't know all that stuff. I know it's probably got a lot to do with taxes and shit. But
Maybe we'll learn a little bit today about it.
I hope so. I know I've got a buddy who used to get, I think, Everclear, something like that, and put it in like a big thing on a big pot on the stove, boil it, and then put whatever seasoning he wanted into it. He used to tell people that was moonshine. It would just kill you.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it was not good. But anyway, how did y'all decide to do Cottonfield, by the way? And thank y'all for always having me over here. I love it over here. And we got, and why don't you tell them about the event we've got coming up at Back Road Park and Venue?
October the 21st.
Said it right. Said it right.
You did say it right. October the 21st, we have a chili cook-off. It's a family event. We're going to have country bands throughout the day, and then we're going to close out the party with world-famous Velcro Pygmies, and we're sort of excited to bring them to Susan Moore, Alabama. So it's just going to be, bring your lawn chair. We're going to do cornhole. We're going to have the ball games up on big screens. Just good family day. And then November the 10th and 11th, we've got a big event for the weekend. We've got Confederate Railroad, Tristan Ball coming in on Friday night. And then we have Miss Ella Langley and Trey Lewis on Saturday night. So you should grab a ticket and come out to these events. Some of these people don't get in our area much, and it's just kind of neat to have it in Susan Moore, Alabama.
Yeah, speaking of that one, the Veterans Day thing or whatever, yes. I was telling my buddy with Mission 22, Kim Bohannon, about y'all or whatever, and I'd already mentioned, hey, I'd love to get Mission 22 to set up a tent and everything out there. He said that if y'all would like to have Mission 22, they'll hook y'all up with the Alabama representative. So it wouldn't be a Georgia representative, Alabama representative or whatever, but Kim would still come and have a good time and everything with us. So
oh, that'd be awesome.
I know that you speak very highly of him, and I've been watching some of the blogs that you've been doing, and I think it's wonderful what he does.
He's one of those that I look for good stories and good people to have on the show. So like you'll get some episodes or whatever that don't get a lot of downloads, and you'll get some to get a lot more because they're a shit show. You got somebody with a trashy personality or whatever. No, I shouldn't say trashy. They got a personality. People like them on social media. But those aren't the people I like to push. I like to push good people, good places, and everything like that, and hang out with those folks. And Ken is just, even the people that I took down there with the other day, you get around him, and he's just, to have lost a son to suicide in the military and everything that he's gone through and to turn into a positive, he's one of my favorite people in the world. So I can't wait to introduce him to y'all. And y'all probably got tired of me introducing people to y'all the other night.
No,
Love it. Love it. More the merrier.
What did y'all think of it? Because that one got kind of wild there towards the end.
we really didn't know what to expect. That's the first one I've ever been in. I kept thinking I was on America's Got Talent. I was looking for my X button. But, everybody was great. There was nobody that didn't deserve to be up there, really. It was kind of an eye-opener of how, a lot of people have songs, but they get to sing their song that they felt appropriate for the night. And we were just in awe. We enjoyed it.
Yeah, very enjoyed it. I mean, you can tell that it meant more to them than possibly other people because it's probably what they lived through.
Yeah.
And, it was touching to see it and to be a part of it, and it was awesome.
Yeah, so one of the reasons why I was really glad you guys were there, and you too, Anna, was I get tired of hearing Nashville talent. Like a bar like where we're from, they'll post somebody on there and they'll book Nashville talent underneath it or whatever, or Nashville artist. My fat ass can go to Nashville right now, pick up a guitar, play one writer's round, and I can say I'm a Nashville artist or whatever. The people that were there the other night are the folks that you really want, to me, I want to push. Those are people that are talented. Now, there's a lot more. There's a lot more. Maybe they don't look like what you see on radio. Maybe they don't fit some mold or whatever that some studio is looking for or whatever. But they're the most talented damn people to me. And I was hoping when y'all there, you'd be like, you know what? I want to book this person, this person, this person, this person. Like, I want all these folks to play either Back Road Park. I'm going to look at your shirt every time something messes up. Or play Cottonfield.
Or both.
Yeah, I want to. I think y'all have such a unique spot here. I really do. And when the people come here, Like, I think y'all have invited some folks already to come down and everything. When they see what I've told them, you have a Nashville bar. You really do. You have what we like here. And then 2 miles down the road, you got your event park. And doing stuff here, it makes so much sense. Like, it's a really good opportunity for an artist and for y'all guys. This is when y'all speak, Anna. Who works with artists at the table, Anna?
That would be me.
Well, they
Well,
ain't
that's kind of how our company got started. We worked at a venue and we were bringing in some of the local talent, and we were just kind of blown away by the people here that they don't know them.
Yeah.
And we would sit night after night, 4-hour, 6-hour shows, and musician after musician would show up, and they would it was just like the most respectful thing, because you might have one set of, a band playing, and then 2 other musicians walk through the door, and they would get up on stage. And so we did that for about 5 years and kind of got to know the community, and we've been pretty happy just right here. And to come down to Nashville and watch what you do. And I've been to Live Oak a million times. One of my dear friends I met there, and he's come to Alabama from Illinois to play. But what you are doing, Josh, is exactly what we were built to do. We were built to find those people that nobody know about and help them get established, on social media, press kits, put them in venues to play, and spread the word about, hey, you need to check this person out, like 1,000 other people are doing. But it means a little more to us just because we started locally. We actually went on the road for 3 years with a band because we wanted to learn the inside out. We want to always be for the musician. So, it was good to get in your element and see that you have some of the same thought process that we do.
I do my shit different. I want it to be where when you see my name's involved in something, or Raising Grace Studios involved in something, you're going to get shocked. It's going to be a good time. That like even like on my birthday in a couple weeks at Live Oak, I'm doing it to where you're only coming and playing classic country and sad songs for me. Like, because you don't get to do it nowhere else. There's nowhere else in Nashville that if you walk into a bar and you request Gene Watson or Earl Thomas Conley or Keith Whitley or something like, they're going to be like, we're going to find the fastest song they got and we're going to try to play it. Most people are going to be like, who the fuck is Gene Watson and Earl Thomas Conley? Some of these newer folks. But these older cats, the people that you want to be associated with, the folks that have been around forever, they're not a flash in the pan. That's the stuff they cut their teeth on. That's the stuff they love. That's stuff that's going to last forever. So I try to take that concept of let's keep it as traditional as possible and push the traditional artists. But when you see our name with it, you also know you're going to have a good time, whether you're 70 years old or you're 21 years old. Like that's the goal with everything I do. And I don't see why you can't do that here.
We can.
Yeah, it was like I was telling Kevin earlier, you're going to miss your first, maybe even 5 times with it. Okay, people aren't used to it. People are going to walk up and be like, hey, play Strawberry Wine. Hey, play this, play that. There was even people there at Live Oak at the beginning, if y'all didn't catch, there was a dude who walks up out of nowhere and asked Will Mosley to play Chris Stapleton. And we were like, it's a writer's round. That's not what it is. Now, if somebody on the stage wrote a Chris Stapleton song, they're going to play it. Right. We had Bobby and Jason and Fair and all these other people that have big name cuts. Sarah Allison Turner. There's a lot of folks on there that's got big cuts. And people, I want to push the songwriter more than the artist.
Yeah.
They're the ones that last forever.
Yeah. That's the heart behind every song.
Yeah, and most of them are really, really good. It's just maybe they wasn't pretty enough. Maybe some asshole in Nashville decided, oh, you're a little overweight, or whatever. It's shitty. It's shitty. It should be about the talent, not about the whole thing. Right. And I get it. Some people are hard to deal with, but some people just, there's no reason why. There's no reason why. And that's what I want to do, and the fact that y'all like that. And this gives us another place to do that. Oh, yeah, you'll have people, once y'all do it a couple times and they realize what they're coming to, the Cotton Field Round. Yeah, you
sounds good.
It does sound good.
Yeah, Cotton Field Round.
I believe too, you put it out there, but you got to stay steady with it. Keep going at it until it grows into something.
Yeah, you got to do it once a month. You got to do it, and you got to know. And see, like it's not the bad thing, but y'all's would be a little bit different because you'd have to get artists down here, so you couldn't do as many. But you could still do probably maybe 12 people. Give them, whatever. Take care of them. Make sure they're took care of for coming down here. Maybe 6. Maybe start off with half of it or whatever. But like, you just make sure they're took care of, and then the next thing you know, that's what people are going to come in here asking. But what a lot of bars and stuff don't get though is I want to know, and it would be inappropriate for me to ask Haston and Dave and all them at Live Oak. I want to know what their bar tab was last night or Wednesday night compared to other nights they've had with a younger crowd. Like, we had a crowd in there that liked country music and liked beer. You ain't just having artists here for your health. Like, it's fun. It's fun and everything. But my goal is to run that bar tab up to where you run out of liquor while we're here. And that's, y'all going to Floribama with us. Y'all going to see. We ought to own a piece of the Floribama by the time we all leave in a couple weeks.
Oh, I'm in. Love that place.
Oh, you're going too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I hope, boss. Am I going?
We hadn't decided. I haven't seen your request off form yet.
Here we go. Here we go.
Since Alexis didn't show up this morning, maybe we leave her to work.
Oh, yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd
yeah.
be awesome.
Yeah, I'm sick.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and schedule that in, boss.
I'd be sick.
Approved.
I'd be sick.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Ray's Rowdy and all them for inviting us down there. And thank y'all for letting us stay with y'all. That's cool with y'all. Y'all probably ain't going to ever let us do it again.
Nah.
But and don't tell Mark Oriot, by the way, y'all got a free place to stay. Do not. Because
Are we live? Are we
No.
filming this right now?
No. I mean, we just recording.
Oh.
I mean, I'm putting it out.
We ain't got nothing down there. We're staying in a tent. down
That's
there.
exactly
what we're
State
doing.
Park,
Film.
State Park.
That's exactly
Hot
what we're
as
doing.
hell this time of year.
Mosquitoes.
Miserable.
Mosquitoes are bad. State
Don't
birds.
nobody that's considered a degenerate from Ray's Rowdy even come look for where we're staying. You're not going to like it. It's too far away. You don't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure it's a very nice place. Don't let Mark Oriot in there.
Mark,
Do
it sounds
not.
like you're staying at the big house.
You wait till y'all meet him, though.
Is he crazy?
He's wonderful. Like, you don't understand. He's also somebody, everybody with their group, too. I mean, we all run together. It's just, we got the Raising Grace folks, and it's not really like anybody signed to anybody or whatever. It's just the group you hang out with, right? And you got the Raised Rowdy degenerates and all that kind of stuff. We're all family. I mean, we all do shit together. I mean, it's just fun. That's why a lot of people with this, they're so scared of promoting anybody else. They think it's going to take away from them. There's a big enough piece of the pie for everybody. If I was to go to Haston and Dave and say, hey, I'm going to do stuff at Cottonfield, he'd be like, I don't care. He was like, as long as when you're there, you talk about how much you enjoy being in Nashville at Live Oak. Like, the same way I would do Cottonfield up there. Or Cashman's in Macon. Or Hummingbird in Macon that we work with.
We want to get up in that area. And do
I'm
a
going to
show.
get y'all to Macon.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna get y'all to Macon. Macon needs people that are like really with y'all's mindset. There's some good ones. Lisa Williams over at the Humber, we do a lot of stuff with. We got Ashley Cook there next week on the 2nd.
So isn't that a sold out show?
It's close. Tickets are almost sold out on it. I don't know. I'm not on the ticket into shit. That one's not even the one that I picked. Like, I didn't realize, what, has that got Oreos in it?
That looks good.
What is that?
What is that?
What is this? Brownie Sunday.
Where the hell did you get that at?
She comes up with all of our desserts and a lot of our.
I wish y'all could see what this is.
They're really good though too.
Yeah, man.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
your ass ain't going to Alabama then.
You're
You
making
gonna work on
desserts.
getting some mason jars.
Hey,
I
there's
quit.
there's
I'm
about to
gonna
be some
retire
mason
right
jars
now.
here. You're going to have to clean them out a little bit from the moonshine.
That looks good. So that's kind of the dessert special today. Looks
That
perfect.
does look
should-
good.
You should try that with like cheesecake.
Probably
though.
should take a picture of that.
Well, yeah, we definitely need to post
What
that.
it is.
I'm not saying anything's wrong with it.
I was gonna do one with like a strawberry shortcake top thing.
Yeah,
and then
that-
one with
They're describing, I know y'all can't see it, they're describing this perfect dessert Oreo thing she made. Shit looks good.
That looks like that's going to go real good
I
with
say, can we have
moonshine.
like 5 or 6 spoons with this?
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
where's the spoons? I guess we just.
Yeah.
I'll
You
just
never
take
know
that
what we
Oreo.
come up with at Cottonfield.
Yeah, y'all don't have a set. I mean, y'all got the stuff that's set on your menu, but do y'all just like do random stuff sometimes? Like, what's the thing y'all
It's
cook?
daily.
I'm so excited about the bologna thing that y'all are cooking today.
It's not posted on
That's
anything.
top
That's just
secret.
us.
I know. I don't care about them. They ain't getting none. I'm taking half that shit back with me.
There you go.
But the guy who's like my brother Lee Tucker, he's already saw it. I just took a picture of that on my story or whatever, posted it, and we had
Picture
saw
that and post that. Check
Huh?
that out.
I'm
Post
fixing
that.
to.
That's a thing of beauty.
And we had saw it on TikTok before, to where somebody had posted how that see, there we go, Dream Team, to where somebody had posted cooking that before, and he was very jealous that I was getting to try it before him. Can't wait. What do y'all actually do to that?
You know, we have a regular menu. It's burgers, wings, steaks. Sometimes I bring in fresh Gulf fish, scallops. But I pretty much give the kitchen kind of free reign to come up with something unique.
That's
Something.
cool.
I mean, Snead's a small town. We've got good restaurants here, but we want people to come in and go, oh, I never thought we'd have got this at the Crossroads in Snead.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. When the first time I came here and we went to, you go big guy. When we went to, you put me up at the hotel the first time I came and ever met y'all or whatever.
Yes.
When I was heading down here, I was like, shit, like, what is this fixing to be?
You had no clue.
No, and then you get here and you're just like, this place doesn't belong here, and I mean that in the best way.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I really do. Like this place stands out, and there's like some other places to eat around here or whatever, but this is a Nashville bar and restaurant in Snead, Alabama.
Yeah, if anybody's ever passed through Snead, I mean, if you blink, you're through it.
Yeah.
We've got great little cafes, good little barbecue joints. Like I say, we got a flashing red light. Other than that, if you blink during the wrong time, you're going to be right through it.
Well, people need to stop. I mean, I don't know how to put this. There's other places I work with that I don't really go out of my way for. But, like, if I was coming up and I was an hour drive from here, I'd stop just to hang out for the environment and the food. Y'all, Macon's so convenient for me. So, like, the places we work with there, I'm always stopping at because it's literally I have to pass through it. Y'all's a place named Lori's Dive-In over in Alamo, Georgia. I go out of my way. Another place, don't belong there. It really don't. Like, it's the staff's great, the food's good or whatever. They don't do live music or anything, but it's a good place to stop and eat. Y'all's place is literally a Nashville bar here. You wouldn't expect this to be where it's at, and it's a cool looking place at that.
Yeah. Well, that's what Kevin kind of went for during this whole thing. And, you know, if y'all traveling through, I mean, we got enough room for buses or vans or whatever y'all want. Just stop in and let's meet everybody, because we like to try to talk to everybody that comes in here, because, you know, everybody's got a story that comes through.
Yeah.
People travel sometimes an hour just to come here. And everybody loves their steaks or whatever.
Dude, that one y'all made for me last night.
You about fell asleep there out here at the bar.
I thought I was going to have to.
Who was cooking last night? Who cooked that steak?
Probably Chris.
Chris?
Chris and Sharon.
It was Sharon. Sharon cooked it
Was it
last night.
Sharon?
Oh, yeah, it's
Oh,
Sharon last
shit, it was good. And then I always try, like, especially, like, not weird appetizers. Try something different as appetizers. And I tried that farmer's toast. That shit was good.
The kitchen hates cooking farmer's toast
Why?
because it's different. It's something that I tried at another place, and I was like, this has to be on the menu. And little backstory: this building was never going to be a restaurant.
Yeah.
This was going to be a place for my daughters to practice cheer. And yeah, that kind of fell through, and I was like, well, I don't need this big ass building. What am I going to do with it? But I've always had a passion for cooking and restaurants, and you know, finally looked at it and we decided, well, we'll just turn this thing into a restaurant. So there's a lot of nights sitting around, sitting in two chairs, sitting there just looking at the walls, trying to think, what can we do? What can we make it different? Everything I've always done, music is kind of I'm not musically talented. My son Kyle, he's getting into it a little bit. but it's kind of a way to pass time.
Yeah.
If you're down, you can think of a song on your playlist and it picks you up. It doesn't make whatever you're going through go away. It just takes your mind off of it, put it on something else that you can focus that energy on something different. So in Blount County, this is the only place that's like this. It has fire pits outside. Outside stage, that was an afterthought. Never planned that. And I was like, hey, we'll do this. It's got an upper deck we never used. But we want people to be able to come in here, whether it's families, whether it's date nights. It's just a gamut of everything that you want under one roof, outside patio.
That's probably one of my most favorite things about Clintonfield Bar and Grill. I'm a mother, and so my children are grown, but when I come here and there's a family event, it is so sweet to see all the babies and kids running around playing cornhole, just having a good time. I mean, this is a family venue.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah, it definitely has that vibe, but it has the good time vibe too. Like, you can bring your kids here, but also you can probably sit at that bar, and as long as you didn't drop too many F-bombs or any bad words or bad language, anything like that, you can have a good time here.
Yes, very good time. And there is some nights, that is catered more to the adults here.
Right.
And, people do drink and have a good time, but I've been here probably, since January? I don't know. I don't even know. And there's not been one problem here that I'm aware of,
and when we built this, this blonde-headed lady walks up and she introduced herself, and I'm like, okay, and never met Anna.
Yeah.
Didn't know her because I'm not from here. But I can tell you, without the help of Anna and Pearl promoting, the artists that we have that come in here, it's daily I get an email, and I'll send it to her going, hey, have you heard these? Do you know them? We had a kid 13 years old, been doing a tour out in Texas.
Wow.
Came and played, a couple weeks ago, and we were like, hey, you better buy one of his shirts, get you a Sharpie, because at some point you're going to see this kid somewhere. And so it's just, thank you, Anna, for all that you've done. Thank you for what you do for Back Road Park and Event Venue that we're venturing out to do now over in Susan Moore.
And what a cool looking place y'all got over there too.
Oh, you ain't been over there in a while. Y'all seen
Uh-uh.
that? Oh, it's changed.
I can go in today and then go back tomorrow at the same time, and I'm
Yeah.
like, how did you get this done?
It's funny you say that, because when we were originally met and talked, and I looked at the place, I was like, this has got so much potential. And then y'all were talking about, I didn't even know about the October. Y'all doing the October 21st one out there?
Yeah, Kevin had decided that he just wanted to kind of have a family event before we went into the November event.
Well, I didn't know about that one, and I thought we were just going with Veterans Day as like the kickoff out there. And I was thinking to myself, first time I saw it, I was like, okay, this is going to take a lot. And y'all have really done the damn thing out there. There's been a lot of people I've been around, and they'll tell you that they're going to do something, and you're like 6 months later, you're still waiting on them to make the first step. It seems like y'all were doing shit 6 minutes after I left.
Oh, man, it's crazy, I'm here every day, and still I lay in bed like, what the hell just happened,
Yeah.
I mean, what's tomorrow? I mean, you can't even predict it, everything's moving so fast, and like Kevin was talking about meeting with Anna and just all of us, and with you even here,
Josh
you better
is my
put your
guy.
seatbelt on, because, we're going to do all we can do. I mean, we're ready for it.
Y'all ain't got to worry about me.
2024, I think people are going to be really surprised the talent that's coming to Little Susan Moore, Alabama. We are lining up a huge year. Things that we can't talk about, but we're really excited about it.
Well, when people see the place, and if it has any type of vibe like this does, Cottonfield has, y'all got a home run. It's just getting, as I was telling y'all the first time that we met, it's just getting the artists comfortable and get them bragging about how they were treated and everything from start to finish. Y'all even had some of my buddies here, last month, and I came down here, or was it this month?
It was last month.
It was last month, and I came down, and Terry and Mitch even bragged about how good y'all treated them and took care of them and
I was
everything.
very excited to have Mr. Terry Adams here.
I love Terry.
I do too,
so
Josh.
much. Mitch is a good guy too, but he ain't
Yes.
Terry.
Yeah. Well, I tried to get
If you're
him-
listening to this,
Hey,
Mitch, I don't care.
If you listen to this, I tried to get Mitch to come out and hang out at the Live Oak, but he had stuff to do around the house.
Yeah. No, I think what y'all are doing over there, and especially like your first big, which y'all done. They've done stuff out there before, right? Y'all
Yeah.
just have completely redone the whole landscape of it, and it's y'all's pretty much now, or it is.
Yeah, we've partnered up with Town of Susan Moore.
Okay.
They had Kentucky Headhunters back in June and Bellamy Brothers, and it was a great show. Hats off to everybody that was involved with that.
Yeah.
But when we kind of got involved, we kind of see a different vision where you can actually bring your RV and you can stay the whole weekend. So you kind of get the experience of all of it. And then, as people are finding out, they keep asking us, hey, do y'all know when the next event is? That's
Yeah.
why we threw the 21st in. Just we
Keep
got-
interest into the place.
keep interest in, and if you're not from Blount County, people are looking for things to do. Everybody's
Yeah.
going to Huntsville, everybody's going to Birmingham to do it, but people want to stay local.
Yeah.
People want to stay, and we want to give people something to do here. There's times I have people that come in, they're regulars, they come in, sit at the bar, have my afternoon drink, and they're like, I don't know anybody that's in this restaurant.
Yeah.
We've got people coming from Birmingham, Trussville, Gadsden,
Huntsville.
We had a couple, Matthew McConaughey done some filming around the Snead, Susan Moore area, and they set their camp up at Back Road Park. Well, this couple shows up from Florida. Hey, we've seen you on Facebook. We've heard where Matthew McConaughey's been in the restaurant. If he was here, he was dressed up and totally different. We never recognized him. I don't think he ever came, but
There's probably a good chance he did.
and he very
they
well
don't-
could have. I mean,
You
we're not
wouldn't
here all
know.
the time.
Hey,
Y'all are so hands-on. Y'all would have
Well,
even noticed.
And that's it. There's a lot of people that come in that, maybe he did. I wished I'd have known. I'd have got a picture taken with him. But
That's probably why you didn't know. You'd be surprised. Most folks, they can't stand that mess.
Yeah.
They just want to go eat and have a good time. That's also a good thing that you didn't, honestly, because that sets off that, hey, you're worried about your other customers just as much as you'd be worried about anybody.
Right.
That's one thing about the group, the owners here. I mean, they're definitely hands-on. They might go on vacation to Nashville for a couple of days, but if they're this restaurant, these employees,
Yep.
they have their help. They're right in there with them.
Y'all got to come to the midday show for my birthday, the 13th.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to know I'm there, but it'd be cool to have y'all there.
You're gonna have to tell me these days. Like I'm gonna have to be sick beforehand.
I'll hook you up. I got
You're
the
just about
schedule.
out of sick days.
Man.
Our next our October show, I don't even know what it's going to be yet, but September 13th is my birthday.
Oh, that's on
but,
Wednesday.
But they're all of mine out there on Wednesdays. So, but our big one to end the year out is November. It's another 6-hour show like y'all went to last night. And I'm telling you, when I say I'm pulling out every stop for everybody on that one, I'm calling in favor. I don't ask favors from musicians. Yeah, it's November the 8th from 5 to 11. Yeah, like that one, it's going to be like the one yesterday, or the one Wednesday.
Then you're going to sleep the next day, and then you're here for 2 days.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sleep.
What's funny,
8.
what's
yeah,
crazy
10th, 11th.
is if you do the math from there to here, and then from here to my house now, it's only like an hour difference than if I was to go through Atlanta. And I hate going through Atlanta, and I hate going through Chattanooga. So this is about just a damn good reason just to come here anyway. I guess a different way for me to go home. I hate Atlanta. I hate everything about it. Like, we've had bars up there, but not in a while, that wanted to do stuff with us. And I gave them such a high price on shit, I won't go.
Just so you wouldn't.
No, if they
Be
did it, it would have
obligated?
been worth my headache. And they probably laughed when I'd send it to them. Like, no, I don't. But I'm picky. I don't know, like.
You
That-
told me that from the very first conversation
Yeah.
before you even had any
I remember
clue who
when
I
you first
was.
called me,
Yeah.
or when we first talked about it. I was like, I'm just letting you know, I don't mean this in a bad way. I am very particular about my brand
Yes.
and about who I associate with and the name that I have for myself. That's like, even the other night after the show, I probably had 20 kids, not even kids, it's people that wanted to play the next round or whatever. And I tell them the same thing every time: send me your best song on Instagram, and I'll listen to it. And if I don't like it, I don't care if you got 100,000 followers. I don't care if you got 1 million TikTok views or whatever. If I don't like it, I'm not putting it on my show. And like that same thing with business though. Like I get people that reach out that want to be involved with what we're doing, but this is like my baby.
We're glad you liked our song because you can't go nowhere now.
No, well, no, I like y'all way too much. y'all are like the folks that if it was closer to home, you probably have a problem getting rid of me because you're fun. You're like it's literally fun time around y'all. Like you do shit the right way. The biggest thing I liked about you so far, Anna, is the way you treated the artists. Like, and that's my thing. I am so artist friendly that I want the artists paid good and I want them took care of. I don't want there to be no headaches, no shit like that whatsoever because you don't realize how many assholes day in and day out these people are just out here chasing their dream have to deal with.
It's important to keep the artist happy. We've had a few conversations the past couple of weeks. And I know, if those artists are taken care of, everything else is going to be just exactly what it needs to be. Things work a certain way. You have to do them a certain way, and you have to stick to that. You can't go changing things. We have to make sure our artists are top-notch, taken care of.
Yeah. And when
I'm
you
not going to be involved with anything that they're not.
Yeah.
And so that says a lot about what we have going on here.
And when you do that, you get the best show out of them too. Like it's an all-around thing. If you get there and like the artists ain't been paid and they got to worry about getting paid, or they got to aggravate you about it, they're gonna do a half-ass show, and then that kills your fan base that came out to watch them because they're gonna be like, I'm not coming back to a show here. If that's the kind of shit I'm getting from here.
That's the one goal for me, Josh, is I want the artists to leave here, and then when they talk to their other artist buddy or a show comes up with somebody else, I want them to be able to say, yeah, we did a show out there last spring. Go do that show for them because you're going to be treated very well. They're important,
Well, at the end of the day, you need to treat everybody like you want to be treated.
Yeah.
That way, everybody's special. I mean, you're all here for one reason, and it's to meet people and just have a good time. And
You keep easing over here. If you got something to say, you can come say it.
Get over here.
Oh, she said you got to treat.
She's got plenty to say.
She said when she looked at you when you said you got to treat people the way you want to be treated, she was like, "This son of a bitch."
You can have this.
Can we go ahead and fire her
microphone.
right now?
Yes.
Now there's one right here. She can say
Give her
something.
by Josh. Give him a hard time.
But no, that's what's important to me because I've been around. There was a group in Georgia that I was doing some stuff with, and I got away from them super quick, super quick, because the artist was always having to be like, "Hey man, I ain't got my deposit." I went into an agreement with them because of you, and that's my thing. If I'm gonna put my name out there, that hey, I'm associated with these folks. The first time like an art, and I don't think I'm going to ever have that problem with you guys or Hummingbird or a couple more places that we're doing stuff with because I'm so picky, is because, or Cashman's, I better say Ron. I love old Ron. But I'll get mad because then it's like, oh, I stuck my neck out for these folks to get you whatever deal you got on everything and get you one of my friends or somebody that I look up to or like down here to play for you. And then you didn't get took care of.
Yeah.
Like I will veer in a heartbeat. That's not the way it's supposed to be done.
We're not going to always get everything right, but if we owe an artist money or a deposit, you better bet they're going to have that.
In an artist's mind, or even in my mind, or whatever, like people that does entertainment, if you pay us whatever the agreement is, if it's done how it's supposed to, if it's not a pain in the ass, if I get somewhere and I'm taken care of or whatever, it makes me want to do more. And I know that's the same way with them. It's because we want to be good to the people that's good to us because we've had so many people do us shitty. And that's why I think the recipe y'all have here with Cottonfield and Backroads is going to be so smooth. You think your email's full now. Your email is going to be, especially after this Ella and Trey show with Confederate and Tristan. I met Tristan at one of Trey's shows at Birmingham, and I've told that kid I want to get him on a couple of shows or whatever, and I always mess up. So even your opener, is good.
Yeah,
it's a good kid.
He's a songwriter.
Yeah,
and he
run.
Oh, look at you. The very first time that I met Tristan was actually in a studio and got to hear quite a few of his writes, and I just automatically liked his writing because he does the old country too. You
Yeah.
know, he's got some good rocks.
Um,
But I am really excited about Miss Ella and Trey being in Susan Moore, Alabama.
you mean Ella?
I said Ella.
I thought you said Priscilla.
I said Ella and Trey.
I thought you said Priscilla.
You're gonna go back and listen, and you're gonna say I'm right.
I'm usually tell women that. I usually fuck up. I'm not. That's why I'm not
That's
arguing.
a losing battle.
Yeah, I just even if I'm right, I'm wrong.
Yes,
I
ma'am,
don't
you're right,
care.
and I'll
Yeah,
do better next
it's
time.
just this is better than
I
hear
might have a
somebody
little
fuss.
slur this morning.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
it's okay. Jack Daniels at 10 o'clock will do that.
Oh,
Well,
is it 10?
Josh, don't call me out like that.
It's 10. It's 10. How about we take a quick break and we'll be right back, folks. Now is recording, so don't get caught. Don't get caught slipping. So, anyways, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna end this one now because we've had a couple drinks, have some good food coming out to us and everything, and we're getting set up for the rest of the moonshine stuff for today. So, one more time, real fast, fellas. Plug where the restaurant is. I'll plug that in a second. We're gonna plug back, Rose. Don't worry, I'm gonna say it right. Ty's all worried about it now because I fucked it up on stage. I messed it up so bad.
We forgive
My bad.
I mean, Tequila Road, that's not even close, man.
Did I say that?
I'm
I
sure
probably
you
did.
I'm sure you did at one point.
If I wish I just knew the amount of tequila people kept. There was like strangers. I'm surprised I didn't roofie myself the other night, to be honest with you. I don't know. People were just coming up giving me shit, and I was like, yeah, okay. All right, I know better.
Well, I gave you 4 shots of water, and you loved the hell out of it.
I bet I needed it. Oh, you gave me 4 shots of tequila?
Water. It was tap water.
It is tap water.
You was loving the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Give me another.
That's the best shit you ever had.
Hell yeah, it was. Yeah. Either way, since I'm gonna go ahead and put this out now, so we can hopefully get some more folks to come through the door today. Plug it one more time. What's going on here today?
Here at Cottonfield, 167 Medical Street, Snead, Alabama, we have the Alabama Moonshiners coming in. They're going to be doing a meet and greet at 3 o'clock. They're going to be setting up a still. We've got some local musicians coming to play, and then we also have Bad Hat Harry at 6 o'clock, and Josh Terry will be here all day.
All day, and probably gonna record something stupid when I get drunk later.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
all
in for that one.
Yeah, I'm all in on that.
Yeah, you say that now, and until I'm in here and I'm drunk as I was the other day at Live Oak, and you're like, you know what, this might not work for us.
Josh, we loved it.
It was great.
Did you say on top out here?
On top.
Where the sun is?
No, tonight.
Oh,
So
yeah.
get up
Oh,
there,
shit.
You can set up
Oh, so you want me to go up and down stairs later?
No, we'll serve you. We have bartenders.
You got a restroom up there?
Yeah, it's off the
Absolutely.
back
Don't
side.
think this Alabama. Y'all got the same rules,
We got a
man.
funnel up there, and it goes through a hose down to the ground.
Don't think I won't.
We don't care.
You're gonna get a
Sounds like
show
we got a
with
plan
show.
already.
Boy, I'm gonna fall off. Yeah, I'm down for that. That sounds cool. And then that way it's out of the way of everything.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got power up there. You can sit
That's
up there.
got
And,
Well, I am falling off of that thing 100% tonight.
get
We'll
set
make sure
up.
Kyle's there with
Yeah,
you.
Kyle.
He'll be able to hold you. He's your security.
He looks like he could be.
Get the neighbors to bring some
You can
tea.
definitely be my security.
I will.
Just, we got to have an agreement. If they're hot, they always get past you.
Here we go.
Always. That's all you ever got to know about me. Especially if it looks like they have a buzz. But anyway, all right, well, cool. You guys come out here tonight to Cottonfield Grill. And also, Anna, one more time, promote the event at Back Road Park. Y'all got me literally, I'm so self-conscious about it now. I'm looking at Ty's shirt
Say it
every
5
time I
times.
say
Say
it.
it 5 times, you'll
Back
remember
Roads
it.
Park. Back Roads Park.
October the
Back Roads Park.
21st.
Back Roads Park.
You can go on www.backroadparkandeventvenue.com. Get your tickets to come see country music bands and the Velcro Pygmies into the night. And then we still got a very few VIP tickets left for the weekend of November the 10th and 11th with Confederate Railroad, Tristan Ball, Ella Langley, and Trey Lewis. So jump on there and grab some tickets. We hope to see y'all in Susan Moore, Alabama.
All right, folks, y'all come get some good food, get some moonshine. Just come hang out with us today. And if you happen to miss this episode and you don't make it today, don't miss the events coming up at Back Road Park. We'll see y'all soon.